not only challenges, but the breakthrough, the security outfit, the army, the police, the civil defense, even up to the Amatekun and the rest. So that when the guests come, you are going to learn some things, and some things that are somehow hidden, he or she is going to shed more light on it. But let us have the security tips. OSRA, Austria RCP, that is Commissioner of Police, Olokode to arrest Omayele Solo Emir. A socio-political group, Osun shall rise again, Austria, as edge political group, that is as edge the Osun State Police Commissioner, Mr. Olawale Olokode, to effect the arrest of the alleged killer called, that is CSP Omayele, and the serving lawmaker accused of killing 2 persons in the state of Osun. The organization's chairman and secretary, Comrade Sahid Bakari and Larry Akeju, insinuated that the commissioner of police may be deliberately working for a political party in the state. Likewise, over 1,000 police constabularies protest non-payment of salaries. 1,056 recruits into the Nigerian police as constabulary to help maintain security in Kwara State protested the non-payment of 18 months' salaries by the government. The state commissioner of police said the protesters were recruited under voluntary agreement with a promise of certain stipends by the state government, that is of Kwara State. Likewise, this one coming from the state of Osun, Amatekun to recruit more personnel in Osun State, credited to the commander. The commander of Osun Security Network Agency, also known as Amatekun Corps, Brigadier General Bashir Adewinbi, retired, said more operatives will be recruited to strengthen security and flush out bandits from their hiding places. General Adewinbi made this known in a stating that the Corps had credible intelligence that bandits and criminals were hiding in the forest, stressing that the Corps has started combing the forest, that is in the state of Osun. He added that the governor, Mr. Adebayo Garitola, has approved the recruitment of more operatives and courageous hunters that can hunt for weeks and months. Like dismissed soldiers who were tried in accordance with extant laws, credited to Army headquarters. The Nigerian Army says the 2 soldiers it dismissed from service were tried in the headquarters 241 Battalion Nguru in connection with the murder of an Islamic cleric, Sheikh Goni Gashua Aizami in Yobe State. The Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Oyema Nwachukwu, in a statement identified the 2 soldiers, John Gabriel and Adamu Gideon. The Nwachukwu also stated that the 2 dismissed soldiers will be officially handed over to the Nigeria Police Yobe Command in Damaturu for civil prosecution in the court of law. Likewise, 2 armed robbery suspects died in gun duel which place in Delta State. 2 armed robbery suspects were killed during separate gun duels with operative of the Delta State Police Command. The police population officer, DSP Bright Edafi, said one of the deceased suspects was among a gang of 4 operating around Mirabu Guest House along Sam Okere Road, Warri, where police operatives swooped on them. That was the little we can have for you on the tips today. And before the guest comes, let us just review some of these very things that we have discussed. Yes, on Friday, yes, specifically on Friday, the NUG OSBC Chapel, they visited, that is as one of the activities marking the annual celebration of Pain Week. They visited the commander, that is Adewinbi. He hosted them, and he enjoyed with them. Then during the course, when he was saying some things about security in the state, he made mention that the governor, he applauded the governor of what? Of his support to the corps, particularly for what? For approving the approval of more personnel, because the target of the governor is that when security is maintained, then all the economy, education, every sphere, sport, including sport, everything will be what? Will be okay. That is why he is spending huge amounts on that one, and the state should appreciate the governor. Likewise, the commander also said that is aware about the bandits, yes, the kidnappers that have bombarded the states in few number, but it is not to that extent that people are making it. Actually, it is certain that some people were kidnapped, but not how some people usually say it. But he said that the few people that come into the state are being combed for, and he believes that with the cooperation of the police, army, Amatekun, even the hunters, vigilantes, all of them, some of them have been occupied. Therefore, let us hope and let us be prayerful that God will be with them, and they are going to sanitize the state of any bandits, armed robbers, even ritualists, and some other bad behavior people. Therefore, let us be supportive to the government. Let us be supportive to the security people. And what they usually say, all the security network, including the police, the army, the Amatekun, the hunters, they always say that they are not angels. They cannot see everywhere. Look at their population. Their population is not much. That is why the governor is recruiting, and the federal government is also recruiting more police to make sure that security is maintained. But let us be what we that are living in society. We are the first police. We are the first to police the other people. If we don't police them. If we don't police them, I can tell you that the police can always do little. How can we police them? Is by giving reasonable and cogent information to the officers, so that they can be able to airport. They cannot be everywhere. Look at the population of Nigeria compared to the population of less than 500 police that we have in the country. They cannot satisfy millions of people that we have in the country. But the only thing we can do, look at some other countries. Look at America. Look at Iraq. Almost every one of them are trained. Therefore, if they are trained, then they themselves, they can do certain things. Look at it. Yes, Olokode always say. Likewise, his PRO always say that everybody can make arrest. You can make arrest. Don't say because you are a civilian, you call yourself a layman. You can make arrest, and you can hand over such a suspect. We call them suspect to the police. Just make sure that you take care of your area, starting from your environment. Starting from your house, your household, then your community. If the community can cooperate, I can tell you that there will be no hiding place for all these criminals, because some of them they live in our midst. Even when they come, you will see some of the signs that will make you to know that this person is a person of questionable character. What are some of the things is that when somebody, possibly you are giving your house and rent at the rate of 120,000 naira per month, then you discover that people are not capable enough to do it. Then you just see somebody coming just one day and saying that he wants to pay something like 500,000 naira for few years. That means that when you now some people, they think that it's an opportunity. Let me tell you something, it's not an opportunity. When you take such a money from somebody you don't investigate. That is why when Bala came here the other time, he said that every community must have a form that you give unto your tenant. So when you give a form to your tenant, then let it be filled, then let the person ask guarantor or guarantors, then you with a phone number. If the person cannot come, make sure that you confirm by phoning the person. If you can do all these things, you will know. And if they know that you are a landlord that knows what you are doing, by having your form that you are going to trace Firstly, you hardly see people bringing big money or whatever to come and bribe you, because it's a bribe. When somebody, the house that is supposed to be rented at the rate of 120,000 naira, then somebody bringing 500,000 naira, you must know that there must be something behind it. And if care is not taken, and you give such a room to such a person or apartment to such a person, I can tell you that their operation can start from you. That is not a cause. Yeah, it's not a cause, because there is a way that with which they got the money, and that they must furnish it again. If it is human being, they are going to use. And if the landlord is not careful, it's not careful, and you allow such a thing, they can start from your own child. Likewise, if they are robbers or armed robbers, they can start from your environment. That is why we have to be very, very careful in maintaining it. Don't say anything regarding to security belongs to the police or belongs to the vigilante. Just sit in at the corner of your house, you see something, you notice something, and you are calling. Just make an attempt. And the police always tell you something, that people of questionable character, they are not confident. Yes, they are not confident. Even if they have a gun, they are not confident. It's our own to challenge them. When you challenge them, you are the one living in that very community. And if you can be able to challenge anybody's movement in your area, they will think that you have more than what they have. Then there is nothing they can do than to run away. But when you say that you are occupying your house, and your house is your concern, then you are not minding about another person's house. Then when it comes, when they operate, you may not be able to escape it. Likewise, yes, allegation leveled against the CP is not may not be real, because we have seen. But when the PPRO comes, she's going to tell us little about it. But what we know is that the police in the state of Osun, they have recorded a lot of breakthrough intent. Look at the breakthrough they made some 3 weeks ago by arresting a notorious person, and look at how what he has perpetrated before it was nabbed. Therefore, let us be encouraging the police. Let us be encouraging the Amatekun. They are human beings like us, venturing their lives to protect us. Look at it, and they are not collecting money from us. The money they are collecting from from the government, possibly in terms of their remuneration or their salary, it's not up to the life they are endangering by going into the bush to go and face these very people. If anything happens, God saves them. That is why we have to be praying for them and be bold. If we need anything that we don't understand, the CP Olokode is a person that is very, very free. He operates like a civilian. Anybody can go into his office, go on to inquiries, and his phone number is always public. You can call him for clarification, or you call the PPRO for clarification instead of tarnishing their image. And if your information is substantial, there is nothing bad in talking to them. They cannot arrest you. Likewise, the constabulary, they are not from the state, they are from Kwara State. And yet, we want to implore those who owe them the 18-month salary, please. The job is not an easy task. Let us pay their due at the right time, whether their money is with the government or with the local government, because that is some of the things that, no matter, you can see that the money is more compared to the risk of life. There is no way. Anywhere you call them, possibly to come and save you or to come and maintain peace in a particular area, you know that they usually come. If at all, we cannot say that all police are good. Yes, we have some people, even till now, we have some people on the road. Oh yes, extorting money from people. That one, and nobody can tell us that it is not real. It is real. Go on the main road. You see a lot of them, but not all of them. And their bosses will be saying that they are not associated with the act. Please. One boss of the police has said it about 2 or 3 weeks ago, that you can film them. Yes, you can use your phone, but make sure that you hide because you know that they are carrying arms. You can film them. Look at a lot of them that have been relieved of their jobs recently as a result of malpractice, that is possibly extorting, or some other people, some police. If you read the news very well, or you listen to OSBC very well, you discover that a police use cutlass to beat a suspect. The person is not a criminal. It was a suspect. He used and they have used it in past, but it is we are made to know that it is unconstitutional. It is illegal. Even it is illegal to rough handle or to beat a suspect because the person is still a suspect. Even if the person is a criminal, you are not supposed to beat the person. You have learned something during your own training, and you just arrest them. Take them to the court. The court will decide whether they are going to be beaten or whether they are going to be taken to the police. And one of the bosses of the police said recently that any policeman who beats, who torture, who does all sorts of things to inflict terror on the suspect, possibly to get information from the suspect, you cannot have a truth, because somebody that you are torturing beyond reasonable doubt, the person will say what you like, so that you can relieve the person of the punishment. He said that you have learned some courses during your training. So some of you have learned psychology, philosophy, and some other courses like that, criminology. Then they taught you how you can get information from a suspect without inflicting any terror on the person. Therefore, any police, I'm not the one saying it, your boss will say that any police who inflicts any terror on any suspect, possibly under investigation, you are not a qualified police. You are not a disciplined police. You can use your intelligence and investigation to get what you want, and it should be true, than to be punishing a suspect because you are looking for. You need information from the person. Likewise, those who attacked the convoy of the wife of the governor, please let us stop that one. It is a regrettable. And some people who have been caught by the police, they are going to know the real thing now. It's not reasonable if something happens, possibly as a result of anything mechanical can stop working at any point. If it is so, let us have the person only, and the person, some of the very traffic gadgets that you can use on the road, so that anybody coming can know that something has happened, not that you just park and being careless on the road. Let us maintain. And people usually affiliate everything to politics. Let us stop that one. APC, PDP, other parties, they are friends. Look at it. You can find a lot of APC in PDP. You can find a lot of PDP in APC. Yes, it is only by time. Therefore, don't let us take it into our head by fighting because of our politics. We are all from the state of Osun. We are all peacemakers. We are all peaceful people in the state. Let us maintain it irrespective of who is our ruling. We are all brothers. We are all sisters. Let us appreciate each other. And whoever that God has made to be the ruler, let us give the person the honor, because you may not know whether your daughter is going to be in that position tomorrow. Let us give them their due respect, and they themselves, they should give us our own respect. And those who are police, we have talked about their own too, that please let us maintain peace with our people, because you are carrying gun, because that is the difference between you and a civilian. You have gun and you have the uniform representing the federal government, but yet you are not supposed to abuse it. You are not supposed to abuse it, because what we believe is that police are supposed to be our friends. If police are our friend, then friend cannot cheat friend. Friend cannot inflict terror on the friend. Friend will always be looking for the progress and peace of the friend. Don't let us say, because in the term, look at what the PPRO said some other times when she came here, that I asked him why we are having some Judas according to the Bible among the 12, uncountable 12 in the population of the country. She said that they are not the one brewing them. They are not the one brewing thugs among the police, because she admitted, I thank her for that one. She admitted that she cannot rule out that they are not that all the policemen are okay, that all the policemen are saying that all the policemen are good in behavior. She admitted, but she passed it again to society, that the society are the one who, instead of when you see a person coming out from the university with distinction, with first class, distinction from polytechnic with first class and some other good grade, you hardly recruit such a person into the police. What the people you recruit into the police are those They fail out, they talk, those who were who beat teachers when they were in secondary school, and some other people like that. Those are the people that will say, okay, let us just engage this person with our police. And when you put them, she said that there is no way that police can know whether the person is a responsible person or not. In as much as the person is able to provide the required materials that the police ask for, that is in terms. Actually, there are some among them too, because that one may not be able to be substantiated, but it may happen that some of them they could not sit down and pass exam. How they made their own work or their own level is that they employed another person in terms of mercenary to write exam for them. And when they have the own level, they can put it into the police, and they go for training and they become police. That means that you have thugs, you have rogues in uniform. Therefore, I thank God that the Nigerian police, starting from the federal government, we appreciate the IG of police, likewise, or Olokode of Osun State, we appreciate you because they have been coming, yes. Therefore, now, every police listening to this program, if you know that you cannot maintain sanity, it is better you remove your uniform. You remove your uniform and go out of the service, because Olokode will never take it easy. Likewise, the IG will never take it, and some other police officers, they are now ready to make the force because when you look at it, one of my friends who went to UK told us that people of reasonable, because before they can recruit somebody in the police or any force, they will make sure that the person is brilliant. That is the first criteria. Another one, that they make sure that the person is free of any blemish, starting from the day. And that is what I want Nigeria also to do. If the public push the rotting element to you, please investigate. Police force, police service commission, please investigate the person, starting from his own father's house, then the community, up to every level. Very sorry, Honorable. I can say that it is high time we went out from the studio. Thank you very much, all the people who made this a feeling one. Thank you very much, my powerful pastor. Thank you very much, and the Tricastle ability. Thank you, Taiwo. Thank you very much. God bless you. Really good. By the grace of God, we are going to meet next week with another guest. I'm Adebisi Abijeli Aderotimi with security, and you. I say bye for now. OSBC Television Channel 32.
It is our duty that we owe to our great dear motherland to enhance her and to boost her in the eyes of all the world. Egalitarianism is our national watchword. Equality of good fortune must be to each sure reward. Liberty and brotherhood are the goals for which we'll strive, plus progress, plus plenty, and all the good things of life. Up, Nigeria, and take the